Morning, here's the number 4 of the die candy opening. Someone come to check it out. What's in here? What's that? What is it? There you go. So, it's a bit lighter than it actually is. I'll take a better picture of it.
So, I am on my second cup of coffee. I hope you are doing well. And I really appreciate everyone's response to my Nordic Noel tunic troubles. And the lovely Valerie of A Visit with Nana and Papa, she is an expert knitter and problem solver, and she even teaches knitting. I think she will do sessions with you one-on-one as part of her side hustle. I think she messaged me and was like, how can I help? So I'm gonna send her an email, but because I do want to ask her a question. So the advice was pretty much split. Hello, Editing Susan here. My phone has been doing a weird thing. The camera just jiggled. So that's why there are so many jump cuts. But because that was happening, I paused and thought I started again when I was talking about my Nordic Noel. But obviously, as I'm editing, I realized that it didn't record. So what I was saying is the advice was pretty much split, I would say, between try the steek thing and rip back. And there were some really good points or ideas on both. I had some good alternative or additional ideas about the steeking. Some people were saying, and also I was thinking too, if I try the steek, it's the first time I've actually really steeked. I'm not certain how it's going to turn out. So I think what I'm going to do is I rip it back and reknit it, because I know sort of what the outcome is going to be for that. It wasn't going to be a Christmas jumper that I would like to wear this year. I might experiment with a steek, but I think I'm going to go ahead and rip it back just because it seems the most straightforward thing for me to do at this point. So yeah, I so appreciate everyone that commented and reached out, and yeah, I really, I'm looking the wrong way, really appreciate you all. I really do. Thank you. So this is my swatch. It's also the left pocket of the Echoes cardigan in crochet. And this is one of the balls of yarn that I'm using. It's that mandala from Lion Brand. And she recommends a 5mm hook. I've done mine on a 3.5, and I do believe I have gauge. I'm such a loose crocheter, oh my goodness. So that's the pocket, so I'll stick it on the blocker there and let it dry. It's looking good. I'm excited. The 4th of December, and I'm just gonna light my little candle for marking the days. And again, this one, because I wasn't paying attention the other day and that burnt down to 5, but we'll get there. What I am going to light the candle to today is fun. I think something that is actually essential in our lives that we often lose through growing up and through the harshness that can be in the world. And tonight, my great niece, the 4-year-old one, she's just having her birthday. She's coming over to spend the night. So there's going to be a lot of fun. And I think I will show you the jumper that I'm giving to her. So here is a shrunken version of the, I think it was called the Fancy sweater. It's a free pattern by Lamb and Kid. And it is for my great niece, who is turning 4, and she's coming over tonight to spend the night, so that'll be exciting. And I don't know if it's actually going to fit her, but she's going to love the colors. I mean, it's a bit wide, but it just might, and it's got fuzz. It has neon pops. The yarn was all from Hobie. It was the tweed suit, obviously none of it superwash, the tweed white with the neon pops, and then I held it together with the different mohairs and the colors. And I think I got the bulky kind of mohairs. They're just a mix of mohair and like acrylic and stuff. So that's for her. And then I'm just going to put it in a bag with the gnome. And I'm going to put some stickers and things in this little bag in there as well. And then for her little sister, who is 2, I'll put some stickers in this for her. She's not coming over to spend the night, but she can have some stickers in there just so like her big sister doesn't come home with all the things and she doesn't get anything, because that's a bit sad. And of course, the little brother is 4 months old, so he's not going to know. So don't need to try to give him stickers. And he's doing really well, by the way, after his little surgery and all. Yeah, so he went back yesterday for his checkup and doing well, and so hopefully by Christmas he'll be pretty much fully healed. Yay. Let's light the candle to fun. Let's see, even if we can't have fun in our lives all the time, which is a goal, I think, to have some moments of fun, let's look for some fun today anyway. Vicarious fun even. There we go. There we go. And now we have day 4 in the Republic of Yarnia Advent, and it's one of the information little tidbit facts that are interesting. And before I open that, I'm going to sit down and just tell you about the dyer. I'm going to talk about Republic of Yarnia. Does this smell interesting? There's an interesting fact in here though. It's a bit later on. Stop that. The dog is licking itself. Hold on. Okay, a little bit later, himself has settled, stopped giving himself a bath. I think we're good to go. I've just been knitting on one of my little Christmas socks. I get to finally say this. I have a ho ho ho. A half finished object. So I have my sock in one of the Hobie Christmas yarns. This is color 6. I don't know what it's called. So yeah, this is what it looks like in the skein. And then it knits up into the stripe. I'll just quickly say thank you to the person who recommended the Finchley graft, that I try the Finchley graft instead of the Kitchener stitch. I might find that easier. So I'm definitely going to do that on this sock when I get to the toe of this one. Just wanted to tell you a little bit about Republic of Yarnia. So in order to do that, I'm going to read the About page on the Republic of Yarnia website. And so, hello friends. My name's Mary, but most people call me Moreau or Dr. Moreau. That's MRO. I think I'm saying that properly, but if not, I'm definitely happy to be corrected. I'm a literary historian who specializes in the Middle Ages. It just so happens that I really love crocheting and knitting too, and I decided to marry 2 of my passions, crafting and medieval studies. My journey into indie dyeing started after being overwhelmed by academic life, compounded by the regular stresses and our world falling apart. I've pivoted out of academia because the stresses were taking their toll on my body and brain. My crocheting and knitting journey began as a way to take my mind off of life's pressures. So I won't read it all because there's several paragraphs, but definitely go have a look. So sorry, my phone keeps doing strange things. So she started her indie dye journey as an act of self-care, but also realized that when we have those acts of self-care, we take care of ourselves, we have more to give in the world. Okay, I've stopped and started this. There's just so much happening. Hair dryers and all sorts of things. That's great though, because that's life with people. So where was I? So yeah, she's a woman of color, and so she has particularly always been intrigued in the hidden figures in history of Black and brown people. And there are a lot of them, but we just don't often see them. And I think this is really important. I like to hear the whole story of everyone's experience. Her inspirations for her colorways come from medieval paintings that have often the figures that have been kind of hidden, that haven't been talked about in these paintings of black and brown people. And the colors in the medieval clothing and the paintings they're so vibrant and beautiful. So yeah, I really enjoy her colorways and I enjoy her focus. And so when I found that this dyer was doing these colorways and giving us information and inspired by paintings, because I do love art. I wouldn't say I know anything about it, but I do enjoy art and I like going to see art. So we have, so many wonderful things all together. And she was located in Ireland. I was like, this is great. 10% of the sales of this Advent is going towards a nonprofit medical organization which is providing reconstructive surgeries for children and adults who have had amputations and things like this from war injuries in Palestine. So the organization is called Heal Palestine, and she has more about that on her site, I believe. So so I liked that. I liked the theme of healing. Okay, fact 1. Black fair maidens. Did you know that there were actual black fair maidens in the Middle Ages? I did not know that. Not only that, but by the 16th century, there were tournaments in places like medieval France to celebrate black fair maidens. I didn't know that. I had no idea about that. I have our website open here and I can see a painting of a black fair maiden in a beautiful dress. And this is where she uses the inspiration for her colorways. She's looking at these medieval paintings. I mean, I think she maybe does some across time as well, but concentration is in medieval history. So these beautiful medieval paintings and the richness of the colors and the dress and all. And she uses these to inspire her colorways. And she's got some lovely blues. I'm really getting into blues, particularly the past month or so. Okay, well, I will try and wrap this up here now, friends. Take care. Happy Vlogmas. With love from Wild Cottage.